against the fabulous Freebirds. I'm referring, of course, to Tommy Wildfire, Rich, and the Junkyard Dog. Tonight's the night at the Ump.
Yeah, and you're right, we're mad. Freebirds, I want to tell you something, brother. We went down, we seen Ted. Yeah, he's laid up, and we don't know how long he's going to be laid up, but we made him a promise. We made him a promise. It's going to be Ted DiBiase tonight, just in a little while, Gordon. I'm so mixed up and fired up, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. But I know one thing, Freebirds, y'all better be ready, brother. And we ain't coming to fight. We're coming to fight.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, and the emotions are running that high right now. And the gentleman to my left is feeling just that emotion.
Well, like I told you before, if it's a fight they want, I don't know that much about wrestling, but I do know about street fighting. Oh, Tommy, I got the pepper, baby. You got the salt. It's baby.
Black, white, pink, green, we're going to set it on fire.
Yesterday, Ted, you know, not only are we concerned, but all the people, you know, we've been getting a lot of calls, and people asked me all day yesterday how you was doing, and I guess the best way for them to know is for us to come down. You know, we wanted to come down and see how you was doing, and figured you could just let everybody know, you know, because, like I said, a lot of calls and everything, let everybody know how you was doing.
I really appreciate you guys coming down to see me. It's always good to know that your friends are there to support you when you're down and out. Have to excuse me a little bit if I don't sound quite myself. I'm on some very heavy medication for pain. Doctors have told me that I've suffered a serious concussion, and then I do have a neck injury, and my neck is going to be stiff for some time, and I really don't know how long it's going to be, how long I'm going to be laid up. You know, it's one of those things that you think about, and you know that it can happen, but you don't ever really expect it to happen to you. And right now, I'm just hoping for the very best. I would like to say that the personnel, the people here at the hospital have treated me very well. I've received an awful lot of phone calls and telegrams from people all over the country wishing me well. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for their concern and their support, because right now it's greatly appreciated and greatly needed.
And I know you got that film back there. Now you show it, and I'll give you a true account of what happened on my birthday. And well, these are really idiots out here. Roll the film.
All right, let's take a look at what he's referring to, of course, is the incident with Tommy Rich and the situation that occurred with the Junkyard Dog. And if we can...
started this. I'm a man. I'm a full-blooded man. Roll the tape, Sully.
All right, I'll let you explain it in detail, sir.
I will if you'll just give me a chance. Now, here they are acting all silly, trying to steal my strut. They look like a bunch of chickens with hemorrhoids or something. Look, the thing here is they are trying to put together a tag team combination in their first time together, and they're against a tag team that go through training, rigorous training methods, time in, time out again. Gordon Solie, you've been around wrestling a lot. I don't like you. I don't mind saying it, but I know you know talent when you see it, and this is the best tag team in the world, and it's not bragging. It's the truth. Now look at this. He's kicking on Buddy like he's a wild idiot, running around howling like a dog. See, the man don't know if he's coming or going. See, you know, he's got strength, he's got ability, but he has no brain. Now this punk here, calling somebody a sissy. Now who's down, huh? Now who's down gonna call somebody a sissy? Legal tag, a legal boot to the head, and Tommy Rich is welcome back to Georgia. Georgia on my mind. The only thing on his mind is Buddy Roberts' boot in his head. Now see, there wasn't even a tag there. He's trying for a tag. He's down flat out on his back. You know, see, Gordon, we don't have to come out. I heard Rick Flair out here bragging about, you know, he's this and that, and he's not a freebird. No, he's not a freebird. There's only 3 of them in the world, and that's all there'll ever be, because we stick together. We do our thing together. There's Junkyard Dog holding on to the hair. Throw it. Now, look, see, he's dragging Buddy in the ring. He's not even supposed to be here. Now, this is where he made his mistake. See that? He had no business touching me and doing that to me and busting my head like that. There I am in my beautiful $1 million robe, and he's pulling me in the ring and I'm minding my own business. But he did get what he deserved. Wasn't my fault. I can't be responsible for how stupid he is. I mean, you can just look at the guy and see he has not a lick of intelligence. But see, all that acting up because all the people condone him, they approve him, they like Tommy Rich and Junkyard Dog. So we don't need that for motivation. You see who's down right now. The Junkyard Dog is down. See, it should have been a freak. Now look at that. That is a pathetic sight. A beautiful face like that covered with crimson for no reason. I did nothing to the man, and he dragged me inside the ring. But you know, cheaters never prosper, and every dog has its day. Get that off the camera. I can't watch that, man. There, that's better. Now, you see, he's down, he's out. We don't need fans for motivation, Gordon Solie. All we have to do is hear our song and get it on. Now, here comes, all right, so here's a big tag to Tommy Rich, and what can he do? Throw punches. That's all, throw a bunch of punches, and he ain't even knocked anybody down yet. No, this is not a caliber class team. We shouldn't even have to have wrestled these guys in the first place. Since DiBiase couldn't have made the match, then they should have just forfeited. Now, see, here it is. Now, see, the Junkyard Dog has no business being in there. He's not the legal man. And I tripped. See, I just tripped. It was an accident. Now, it was a full accident. Anybody could see right there it was an accident. It was an accident. It was an accident. If he'd have never been in the corner where he didn't belong, he was not the legal man in the ring. I cannot be responsible for, hey, if he's stupid, he's stupid. It's not my fault. I'm not his parents or nothing. I mean, you can't hold me for where the guy stands in the ring. And if he gets what he deserves, then he gets what he deserves. I have no remorse about it. It's the second time it happened to him. He's as dumb as he looks, if not dumber. And that's just the way it should be carried out, just like that. But the thing...
What were you doing in the ring is what I'd like to know.
Well, you remember he dragged me in. Now, see this. This is ridiculous. If I could get them to hush a minute, I want you to know that tomorrow night is Columbus, Ohio, and Junkyard Dog and Tommy Rich want to try it again. In the 12th in the Omni, Junkyard Dog and Tommy Rich want to try it. But the first thing Tommy Rich has got to do is get by tonight in Chattanooga. And I understand his partner's wrestling too. I don't know why they got these two men together. I understand they're trying to compromise a whole bunch of people to get rid of the Freebirds. And let me tell Wrestling 2, let me tell Tommy Rich, let me tell Junkyard Dog. Ain't none of y'all can do it, baby, because Fantasia, and it's Freebird Fantasia, not no sissy Fantasia, is here to stay, brother, whether we got to hurt somebody or not. And Ted DiBiase, one parting thought. I hope you're resting comfortably.
Has occurred, and as you catch your breath, Ted, feel perfectly free to lend your comments.
Well, Gordon, I hit the ring that night in the Omni. I was one fired up man. I was like a racehorse in the starting gate getting ready to come out, and I was going to let everything loose because I had a long time to sit and think about what these people tried to do to me. They didn't try just to beat me. They tried to end my wrestling career, and nobody is going to do that to me. I'm not going to sit by. Every time that I thought about what they had done, it just made me more and more determined to get fired up, to get back in the ring, and not just get even, but to hurt somebody. That's what I want to do. Right now, they've got the advantage on me. And right there, Terry Gordy's going for that pile driver again. As soon as I felt that, there's no way I was going to stay in there for that. Got him back down in the corner. And right now I'm thinking, protect your head, because even though I'm back in the ring, my neck is doing pretty good, but it's still sensitive at times. If I catch the right shot, it's going to hurt me. He got a knee up there. It stunned me. I'm down. I saw that other knee coming. I got out of the way. Right now, I know he hurt his knee, so I'm going to go for that figure four. Try to lock it on. As I spun around on the second time, he kicked me off, and I went through. My head hit the post. And that's where the laceration on the head came from. And then Hayes, he got his cheap shots in, as he always does. Now I'm weakened, I'm bleeding, I'm dazed, and he's got me up. I took another pile driver, Gordon. Once again, I hope Hayes is listening. That's just one more time, one more thing that I've got to think about and get even for. But I didn't quit. I have never quit, and there was no way that they were going to stop me or get me down again. Right now, I'm bleeding. I've made the tag with Junkyard Dog. He comes in, he's fired up. Now, Dog is going crazy in the ring. As you can see over there on the side, there it is. Michael Hayes comes over and sticks his nose in. I'm down. I'm down and not being able to do too much right now. And he comes over like the cheap, gutless individual that he is and getting his cheap shots on me while I'm down and not really knowing where I'm at.
Well, obviously, of course, you were just coming back from after 5 weeks after injuries sustained from the junkyard, from the Fabulous Freebirds, rather.
Right here, he tried to run me with that post. I came around and hit him. When I realized, I looked down, I saw all the blood. I saw Michael Hayes, and I went crazy right here, Gordon. I just lost all control of myself. It was like, you've heard of temporary insanity. Well, that's the way I felt right there. If I got my hands on him, I was going to do some serious damage. And now I'm getting a couple of shots on him right there. He was in trouble here, Gordon. He was in desperate trouble because he was in the ring right there with 2 men that he has hurt badly in wrestling. The 2 men that want to do some damage to him. I was going to try and break his leg right here, Gordon. Figure 4 leg lock on him. But here comes another Freebird. And it's hard to get this job done when they're all at the same time. There I am going after him. But you see what Michael Hayes does best right there. He runs, and he ran all night. And when it was all over, he was out on the floor running again, and I was right after him.
Well, I can certainly understand the deep-seated feelings that you have, and certainly those of the Junkyard Dog as well, because he too has felt the pain of injury from the Fabulous Freebirds. I'd like to right now take a moment to remind all of you once again, of course, that Championship Wrestling returns to the Omni in Atlanta on May 17th at 8 p.m. That'll be Sunday, May 17th. And there will be a Georgia Heavyweight Championship title tournament night. $5,000 going to the winner, plus the Georgia Heavyweight Championship belt. And those contenders who have already entered are Dusty Rhodes, Iron Mike Sharp, Mr. Wrestling 2, Tommy Wildfire Rich, Ray Candy, Bruiser Brody, over 320 pounds. In addition, Greg Valentine, Ken Patera, Mike Boyer, Bill Irwin, and many, many more. And, of course, obviously, the gentleman who's with me right now, Ted DiBiase and the Junkyard Dog. No time limit, no disqualification against the Fabulous Freebirds.
Gordon, this is what I've been waiting for. You know, I heard Michael Hayes out here. I heard you running your mouth, Hayes, saying that no disqualification matches are your kind of match, and how you were up all night last night and you feel nasty. You stayed up all night thinking about what you could do to me. Well, Hayes, I stayed up all night for 5 weeks thinking about you, and I went through a lot of pain and a lot of agony, first recovering from the neck injury and then getting this neck back in the shape it needs to be in to get in that ring. And that's a long time, Hayes. That's a long time to think about a man who tried to end your wrestling career. And that's how long I've been thinking about you. Well, now the rule book is out the window. You know, you got another shot at me. You put a few more stitches in his head. Well, Hayes, if I had to do that 50 more times, I'd do it. Because each time I get a little bit closer to you. And I know, Hayes, I know that you're thinking about it. I had you down last time. I was that far from blocking that figure 4 on your body and breaking your leg. Each time it gets a little bit closer. Well, this time, Hayes, there's no rules. Once we get by those 2 goons of yours, I can pick you up and I can drop you on your head 5 times, 6 times, 10 times, whatever it takes. And then I can put that figure 4 on you when you're unconscious and break your leg. Hayes, I'm going to do it.